Welcome to my final project video. For the final project of Principles of Project Management course, I decided to do my project on Valero Energy Corporation. Valero Energy Corporation is a leading international manufacturer and marketeer of transportation fuels and petrochemical products. Headquartered in San Antonio, Texas, Valero operates 15 petroleum refineries across the U.S., Canada, and the U.K., producing gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, and other essential products that keep industries and economies moving. The company also owns 12 ethanol plants and is a major player in renewable fuels. With a strong focus on safety, sustainability, and innovation, Valero plays a critical role in powering the world in a responsibly and reliable manner. In my project, Valero is stepping into the future of clean aviation with its development of sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF. A partnership with Diamond Green Diesel, Valero is working to produce low-carbon jet fuel made from renewable resources like used cooking oil, animal fats, and other wasted feedstocks. This alternative fuel can significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional jet fuel, up to 80% over its life cycle. As global demand for greener air rises, Valero's investment in SAF positions the company as a key player in building a more sustainable future for aviation. Our goal: equip existing refineries like Port Arthur to handle SAF production efficiently, test compatibility with current aviation systems, and streamline the process to scale at industrial levels. Scope: updating the Port Arthur plantation to be able to produce new SAF fuel, creating formulas that could take organic materials and extract specific carbon molecules to convert to fuel, obtain contracts to receive raw materials in bulk loads regularly, and streamline production of SAF to the same speed and productivity as other production processes. Meet the minds behind the mission. Dave Johnson leads research, Homer Billar sources materials, Greg Gentry drives engineering, Rick Lashway maps technical specs, Jonathan Green develops plant infrastructure, Emily Rivera pilots SAF batches, and Sarah Thompson ensures regulatory compliance. Together they form a seamless unit working to create a sustainable aviation future. And as shown, here's an organizational chart. Here's a flow chart that explains the processes of creating the SAF. With aviation comes risk. Equipment integration, feedstock quality, and logistics challenges could affect performance, but the proactive strategies ensure minimal disruption and continued growth. We're engineering custom solutions, designing compatible systems, and sourcing from vetted suppliers and optimizing logistics dedicated to SAF zones at our plants. Our stakeholders, Dow Chemical, Occidental Petroleum, and the EPA, Vanguard, and BlackRock are key to this journey. Transportation, communication, and weekly updates keep them informed and investment. And here is a more detailed description of our communication plan. Here's a budget proposal. With the projected ROI of 185.71%, the SAF project is more than environmentally conscious. It's financially sound. With just a $3.5 million budget, we expect to generate over $10 million in gross profit. At Valero, we're not just producing fuel, we're fueling the future. Cleaner skies, smarter solutions, and sustainable aviation. Some feedback that I received throughout this project was to give more depth into how our stakeholders could be communicated with when communication should happen. By deepening the thought on stakeholders, I open up the project to more acceptability by said stakeholders. I think that the best part of my projects were definitely the creatings of my flow, budgeting, NIAT, and organizational chart. I think that they were very easy to construct and make the presentation of my project a lot clearer and more presentable. The greatest challenge that I faced throughout this project was the development of a realistic budget. I've worked in the chemical industry for 4 years now, but determining the price on materials, equipment, and technology is hard to determine, especially with the numerous non-disclosure acts that are put in place by Valero. I also thought that developing a realistic timeline was quite difficult to create just because of the level of complexity that goes into the size of Valero's SAF project. Throughout this project, I've learned how important it is to stay organized and self-motivated when managing a complex initiative on my own. Diving into the world of sustainable aviation fuel taught me how technical processes tied directly to big picture goals like carbon reduction. I gained a stronger appreciation for how detailed planning, from risk management to communication with stakeholders, is crucial in project management. Most importantly, I realized that the right structure and mindset, even a large scale project, can be tackled efficiently by myself.